gotten in late. The fights didn't end till late. I get in, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock, in which for me it's late. 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been asleep for like 5 hours already, right? So you get in, I wake up Sunday morning around 8:30. I had just gotten up about an hour earlier. I'm sitting there. I got Fox and Friends on. And, you know, I'm always hyper attentive to stuff on the security front because, you know, you can't not be after reading all this stuff. And what do I hear here? Boom, 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 boom. And I mean, window shaking, super loud. It's clearly an explosion, multiple explosions. I'm like going to get the heater, thinking like, this is it. It's here. You guys know what happened? You do? So I was not read in on this at all. They had imploded the old Oriental Hotel, the Mandarin Oriental on Brickell Key. And it was like a big deal. They had fireworks and everything going. Keep in mind, it's 8:30 in the morning. All I see is smoke. And I'm like, why is nobody calling the cops? So luckily we have X, which is fantastic for live time transmission of data. And I go into X and I see someone I follow was like, wow, look at this in Brickell. They imploded and I'm like, man, what? I was ready to go, man. I'm thinking like, this is it. What the hell? Paula comes out. Paula had slept a little bit later. Paula comes out like that movie Dazed and Confused. She's looking at me like, what the hell's going on? My daughter comes out later on and she's like, oh, I thought that was a dream. I'm like, no, it wasn't a dream. The UFC was great. I want to just, is that it? There it is. That's the implosion. So that went down this weekend, folks. I'm telling you, man, I should have read the emails from locals who had sent them out like, hey, this weekend. I didn't read them. I was too busy. I had no idea. Neither did my wife. And there were a bunch of people on balconies looking out like, this is it. They had fireworks and stuff. They had little like colored smoke going off. And then they're building some huge hotel or something over there. And they knocked that sucker down. So the UFC was a lot of fun, and hence the title of the show today. There's a lot of serious stuff going on. You know we're going to get to all of it. We got a good amount of time today. Don't sweat it. However, whatever you heard about the UFC, like Trump walked out and he was booed and all this other stuff, folks, it's total bullshit. If he was booed, I tell you, there we go, there goes the hotel. I would tell you he was booed. He not only was he not booed, the place went absolutely freaking bananas when he came in. You couldn't even hear yourself talk. It's of no interest to me to lie to you. Maybe there were like a couple of, there's folks that were, I don't know how many people were there, 10, 15,000 people, I have no idea. However, there's always going to be a couple people who don't like the guy. Fine, whatever. People boo everyone. People boo. Didn't they boo like and throw snowballs at Santa Claus at a Philadelphia Eagles game once? Right? Isn't that a famous story? The place there was USA chant broke out. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I got a lot of show for you today, and I got a lot of serious stuff too. I'm going to tell you also why we're not going to talk about a specific story. Why are you going to tell us why you're not talking about it? Because if you're going to be a Dan Bongino show listener, your choice. We'd love to have you here. There are things I just don't cover until I'll explain in a minute. Hey, feeling your energy isn't the same? Do what I do. Grab some NAD from All Family Pharmacy. They just sent some, and I love this stuff. NAD, energy. I love it for everything. I'm a huge believer. Go look it up. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bongino to learn more and use code Bongino30 for 30% off. Prescription required and provided if appropriate. Check it out. NAD. It's one of my secrets there. Today's show also brought to you by Patriot Mobile. This year marks a critical moment for our country. As the opposition grows more aggressive and unapologetic, the fight now reaches into the everyday decisions we make, especially our business decisions. Don't do business with people who hate you. Patriot Mobile doesn't hate you. They love you. They've been with you forever. They've been standing on the front lines, fighting for everything we believe in for more than 12 years. They've been with us forever. The service is amazing, too. Believe me, they're not asking for favors. This is a great mobile service. They don't just deliver top-tier wireless service. They are activists like me who truly care about our country and are vocal about it. Patriot Mobile offers prioritized premium access on all 3 major U.S. networks, giving you the same or better coverage than the main carriers. That means fast speeds and dependable nationwide coverage backed by 100% U.S.-based customer support. They also offer unlimited data plans, mobile hotspots, international roaming, and more with simple, seamless activation. You can switch in minutes. It's simple. Keep your number. Keep your phone. Upgrade if you want. And here's the difference. When you switch to Patriot Mobile, support a company that provides a powerful stream of giving to help the Christian conservative movement. There's a great company. We love them. Take a stand today. Go to patriotmobile.com/Dan or call 972-PATRIOT and use promo code Dan for a free month of service. Don't wait. That's patriotmobile.com/Dan or call 972-PATRIOT. Thank you, Patriot Mobile. Okay, so before we get to what we're going to cover, why am I not going to dig in deep to this Eric Swalwell story? Folks, this may bother some of you. It may not. However, I don't lick my finger and see where the political winds are going and then change my mind on stuff. The guy is obviously a clown. He's obviously a demon. I can't stand him. We've covered his political bullshit for years. Swalwell's a joker. He's a goon. Okay, fairly obvious. His Russia collusion crap, just the litany of ethical scandals he had, the whole Fang thing. However, there are some very serious allegations of him. Some of them, the allegations appear to be criminal allegations. And just like I said with Andrew Cuomo, and some of you understood, some of you didn't, I don't do pylons when it comes to that kind of stuff because I think it's really important as a host with a relatively large audience, thanks to you, not a self-praise moment. Everyone is entitled to due process, folks, even the demons among us. Once we start to throw process out the window and pre-convict people who are then, guilty until proven innocent, the whole process goes out the window. His political career is done. He's finished. And we'll continue to harp on his political shortcomings always. This guy should not be running for governor. This guy should not be in Congress. However, whether it's him, whether it's Tyler Robinson, whether it's Jim Comey or whether it's Brian Cole, once they get involved in the judicial system that can put people in jail, handcuffs, and take their lives and freedom away from them, it is really important that due process matters, even for people we don't like and really can't stand. That's why. You can agree with the decision or not, it's okay. But there are 2 things I don't do. I try to stay away from that until these people are proven guilty in a court of law, especially when it involves criminal stuff. And second, I don't cover teenagers. I didn't cover David Hogg when he was a teenager, Greta Thunberg. They're adults now, so it's fair game. Because I just don't care. I'm really sorry, but I don't care what teenagers really have to say about a lot of these issues, good or bad, when they haven't done their homework. If you're very articulate, young conservative, and you have something that goes viral, I'll throw you on there once in a while. But I'm not going to go. I just don't do it. So if you're new to the show, that's why we don't do that stuff. Now, so I go to the UFC this weekend. We had a good time. I wound up in the green room. I wind up meeting up with, Gary Brecka. He does a whole bunch of health hack stuff. We love Gary. We had him on the show. I had a good 15, 20-minute conversation with Gary, invited him back on the show. We were talking about everything, hydrogen water, cold plunges. I felt like I got a free tutorial. We ran into him, ran into Brandon Tatum, good guy, ran into Secretary of State Rubio, told him he was doing an amazing job. He's like, man, you look really happy. I said, I am really happy. I'm a happy warrior. So it was a really great event. But this is the video of President Trump walking out. The only reason I bring this up is who really cares if there were like 2-3 people who booed or not? That's not the point. The point is, whereas you can trust us, this show, to get you the truth, and if we screw it up, we'll correct it. Everybody screws something up once in a while, okay? The media lies constantly. You can trust nothing they say. The story this weekend was Trump walked out and he was booed. I couldn't believe it. They had to hide this. I was there, folks. I'm telling you, I was sitting right there. That is total bullshit. The place went absolutely crazy. Here's a video of him walking, and I'll turn the audio off and we can pot it down in a minute. Check this out at all. Well, I got to spend a few minutes with him before I left at the end. He's just a great guy. But I'm telling you, I was there. The place went crazy. I don't know what they're talking about. They just make this stuff up. And it's always like assume people are going to believe it.